Yeah, well, folks, we are back. I do apologize. Don't know what happened with the software. OBS apparently just decided it was going to shut down on me. So, those of you who are tuning in, I'll give you some time here to tune back into the new stream. Already got a message from Jacob McCumbers. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this guy knows food. And he said, great, can't wait to try it. I hope that you do get a chance to come down here and try the Hungry Moose restaurant. It is fantastic. Smoked meats is what I call it. Barbecue to the layperson. But we do have a cool barbecue joint in downtown Spencer now. Again, it is located at 215 Church Street, and the old location of the many different iterations of the Front Porch Restaurant. And today is the grand opening celebration of the Hungry Moose. They've done a couple of different specials. They started off today after their ribbon cutting ceremony at noon. They did a Lucky Joker giveaway, which was pick a card, any card. If you drew the Joker, you got the meal for free. Luckily for Darren and the crew, nobody drew the Joker, so they got lucky. Didn't have to give away a free meal at that point. We just finished up the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock hour, in which it was a blind date with a plate, which was really neat. They had 3 separate blind pick'em menu items, and if you were bold and brave enough to order one of those 3, you don't know what it was, you got it 50% off of that dish. And again, you weren't going to be disappointed no matter what. Everything here is fantastic, but I was hoping to see somebody be brave and bold there. Right now, we are in the 2 o'clock hour, and for the next 2 hours, and the next 2 hours only, they are giving away 10% off of any takeout orders. So if you call in a takeout order, or if you come in and order it and then come back and pick it up to takeout, you will get it for 10% off between now and 4 o'clock p.m. And again, that is all takeout orders. So if you're wanting to call in the order, the phone number here is 304-519-2076. That's 304-519-2076. And if you're looking for any of the information that we have posted here, number one, you can go to our website or our Facebook site. We have posted the grand opening specials that they have. You can have the phone number right there. Also, one thing that they do really well at Backwood Ramblings, and that they really do well here, is they have a great social media presence. So they do a lot of fun stuff on social media. Number one, they post really cool and fun pictures and do some funny stuff. But if there's any questions you have about anything regarding this place, all you have to do is go to the Hungry Moose Cafe, or the Hungry Moose, not Cafe, sorry, the Hungry Moose Restaurant, and you will find the information that you need. They are very, very good with social media. You can find all their menu items on their Facebook page. You can find their specials on their Facebook page. Anything they're doing week in and week out, any specials around the holidays. They have their hours posted for the month of December on their Facebook page. So any of the information that I'm trying to give you right now, you can already go get at the touch of your fingers if you go to Facebook and go to the Hungry Moose Restaurant in Spencer, West Virginia. And again, we invite you to do that. Go to those Facebook pages and not only look at them, but please follow them. All the follows, likes, shares, all that stuff is big for a growing business like the Hungry Moose Cafe. People coming in and out, I agree. Crystal Payne said she has stopped by a few times. Love them. Me too. I tell you what, I am a huge fan of this place. They've got, again, the specials right now between now and 4 p.m. 10% off any takeout order if you would like to get this food to go. Let me run through the menu real quick. I've still got some brisket for myself that I'm going to slam. I'm going to take a little breather here in just a second. Got a special guest coming in to talk with us for just a little bit, But if you're not familiar with the menu, here it is. The starters, they have pretzels and beer cheese. So you just dip the pretzels in the beer cheese and eat. Buffalo chicken dip, that comes with hot tortilla chips, as well as the spinach artichoke dip comes with the tortilla chips as well. They have the plate specials. These are served with corn muffins and spicy pickles. So a 1-meat plate with 2 sides, a 2-meat plate with 2 sides, or a 3-meat plate with 2 sides. Here are the meats, and here are the sides. The meats, pulled pork, house barbecue pulled pork. They have sausages. They have chicken leg quarters. And, of course, my favorite, they have brisket. The sides they have, if you're thinking of barbecue joints, this is what you're thinking of: baked beans, coleslaw, red potato salad, mac and cheese. They have green beans, French fries, salt potatoes. They also have some side salads for any of you who are trying to be a slight bit healthier. But let's be honest here: we are here for good food. We're not here for, well, I guess it's not bad for you. They have sandwiches for you as well here: smoked pulled pork sandwiches with slaw, and their house barbecue pulled pork sandwiches with slaw. They have the sausage sandwich with mustard and onions, briskets and brisket sandwich with pickles, and of course I would go with that. They also have salads. They've got some really cool salads on the menu. A southwestern brisket salad. And again, that's mixed greens, brisket, black bean and corn salad, topped with tortilla strips, cheese, guacamole, Southwest dressing. A chicken Caesar salad, which apparently is one of the favorites of. It's apparently one of the favorites of a couple people who have tuned in here, which is really, really cool. Also, they have a house salad as well. They have a lunchbox special, which is a sandwich, chips, pickles, and a drink. And that is all bundled together for a lunchbox sandwich. They've got a kids menu as well: grilled cheese sandwiches, mac and cheese, hot dogs, and chicken tenders. Those still include one side and one corn muffin. They've got hot dogs as well if you want to come down and get some really good hot dogs. Speaking of hot dogs, Jacob McCummers knows about hot dogs. He is the runner of Big Daddy D's hot dog stand over just across the Quarter Bridge in Calhoun County. I tell you what, I can't wait until you open back up, because I am looking forward to some Audrey dogs back again over there. Again, that'll be summertime. Jamie Rothfel's tuning in. Can't wait to try it out. Well, today's a good day to try it out. Better drive down here, Jamie, and check out before I eat all of the briskets. And that may happen before you get here anyway, and I'm not saving it for you because I like it a lot. They have dessert specials as well. Right now they have a really, really good cheesecake, and people have been pining for that. I'm trying to stay away from the cheesecake because I'm trying to eat a little bit better in my life these days, but I may fail at it today. Who knows? That is the menu items that they have, and again, for the next 2 hours, all takeout orders are 10% off. You can call in your order at 304-519-2076. Go to breakaway for just a minute. Come back with a special guest after this. Oh, yeah. First, yeah. First thing I say when I get back on the air is, oh, because I've just had some brisket and it is so very, very good. It is the Hungry Moose. It is their official grand opening here in downtown Spencer, located at 215 Church Street.
Just follow the smell.
I always tell people, if you don't know where that is, just open up your car window as you pass Main Street and follow the smell of smoked meats, because they will lure you to this place. Man, I tell you what, to be able to get brisket any day I want in Spencer is probably not good for me, but probably wonderful for my heart and soul. I told you I was having a special guest join us, and I'm sure you saw. Well, you saw the backside of him while he was ordering some of his food.
Some people say that's my best side.
I happen to be joined by our good buddy Joe McDonald. Joe, we just saw each other yesterday.
Yes, we did for a little bit.
Now, you guys have just been entertaining the wonderful world of middle school wrestling,
Yes,
I see.
yes. Yeah, and the smell of the smoked meat's what lured us in.
Yeah, I tell you what, this place is a real nice addition to downtown Spencer, West Virginia. I was talking with the mayor, Joe, when we first came on the air about things that are happening in Spencer, things that are continuing to happen in Spencer. And one of the things we talked about was there is a real nice groundswell over the last few years of tourism and reasons to come to a small town that is 25 minutes away from the nearest interstate. And I think that Spencer's done a really nice job of going with what works well for them and promoting what we do have, which is some really nice outdoor activities. And we've got some people in the county as well, in the city, that are really pushing hard to excuse me, I'm still getting brisket up here. And they have continued to try to make more opportunities for outdoor activities and things to do, places to stay while you're here. And since you were here, places to eat. And I'm telling you what, we have got some really good place to eat. And the Hungry Moose, you might just add that to the list.
Yeah, and it's amazing. In this fast-paced world, a lot of small towns like Spencer are kind of just slowly drifting off into the sunset. And Spencer, we're special.
We're not dying, we're expanding.
Yeah, we're one of those. We're not going to go down without a fight. So, we all come together as a community to make sure that Spencer stays on the map. And things like the Hungry Moose is a very good reason to come in and partake in all the wonders of Spencer.
Well, I've been asking people on our live feed, what if you've been here to the Hungry Moose, what your favorite item is. And I've got some people who said they have not tried it out yet. I'm looking forward to them coming down to try it out. I've gotten some random answers from different people. Some people have said the chicken leg quarters, the smoked chicken leg quarters.
Yes.
I've had somebody said a little bit ago, said the chicken Caesar salad, which is, you're thinking of barbecue joint. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, well, Cena, it has Cena's seal of approval.
Okay. I think it was Maddie Lambert that said that, by the way. I've had some other people say, but I've had the majority of the people who have said something have agreed with me. Brisket.
Yes, I tell you, first time we came in here, we came on that when they had a soft opening, and of course, Hunter and Pam and the whole cook crew, that the amazing things they make over at Backwood Ramblings. So that the quality was good here.
Yeah.
But I always judge a barbecue establishment by their pulled pork. That's my bar. And then if that passes, then I'll up the levels, because I hate to go for the brisket right off and then get a bad experience. So pulled pork's a pretty safe bet in my book. So I tried that, and oh my goodness, that.
Yep.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm looking at the menu, and the only thing I have not had on that menu as far as meats go is the house barbecue pulled pork, because the smoked pulled pork it beats it every time just by a small race there. But
I don't know what it is about smoking meat
I don't
that
either.
just makes it better.
Yes, I mean, I love coming to town, and especially when I have to park on this side of the street. It just smells like heaven. Just as soon as you get out of it, the smell hits you. And I told Hunter the other day, I said, "There's a I said, "You make this street smell wonderful." I said, "That's your best advertising." I said, and I'm not going to give a shout out, but I said, "You are very similar to a very large chain burger establishment that you always go by their restaurants, and they're piping their smell going down the street." I was like, "That's you, and that works. It's wonderful."
It is 100%. I can't imagine how Cena does it. Like, you look at across the way, and there's the courthouse, and I think her part of the courthouse is the closest to this place.
Yeah, well, she I don't know if she's realized this or not, but ever since they have opened, she has seen me in her office a lot more often to take her out to lunch.
Hey, I was just thinking.
I was just passing through.
Well, is pulled pork your favorite then on the menu?
I can't pick a favorite, honestly. The pulled pork, the brisket, the chicken leg quarters. I even had the sausage the other day with the brisket chili. Oh my goodness, I want just a bowl of the brisket chili.
I had a bowl of brisket chili earlier, and it is fantastic. There's not a thing here's the problem though. So I had the pulled pork first, like you did.
Yeah.
I had a sausage sandwich with my first order of brisket, and then I tasted the brisket second in that. And since then, I've ordered only brisket. So I've missed out on some menu items, and some people have tried to get me to look on their side. I'm like, okay, well, I eventually will order something else. But then I come in here, and I remind myself that I've never gotten to have brisket when I wanted it.
Yeah.
I've always had to wait for, like, a buddy to do a special brisket, like
or
once every
travel,
7 years.
Yeah.
Or travel. So it's at my fingertips, Joe.
Yeah, well, Cena is saying if you like smoked macaroni and cheese, that it's good as well.
Somebody did put that as their favorite on the list too, before we got shut down. By the way. I got like six views now, and I can't remember all the other things that people said because OBS is wonderful.
But I have to say, with the sausage sandwich, that was their daily special the other day, and I came into town just to get it, and they loaded that down with the brisket chili on top, and it's one of those sandwiches. It was good, don't get me wrong. I have one complaint. That is not a sandwich that you get out in public. That's a to-go sandwich.
Yeah, that's not one you want people to see you hosing.
Because it was so good, and there was so much on the brisket chili on top that I had a very difficult time of making sure it didn't land. I wasn't wearing most of it.
We'll see Darren and Hunter coming out of the back there for a little bit. Again, we are at their grand opening, so they're doing some special things. You just missed out, Joe, on the chance to be big, bold, and brave with their a blind date for a plate menu.
Oh,
so they had 3 blind menu items. Now, they had names. The one of them was Blind Moose, I remember. There was like 2 others, right? So there was 3 things up on the chalkboard there up front. You weren't allowed to know what they were. You weren't allowed to peek. You weren't allowed anything. But if you were brave enough to order one of those 3 menu items, then you got it for 50% off.
Well, see, this is one of those. I would gamble that.
Oh, 100%.
Because as far as meats goes, there's not a thing on that menu I wouldn't touch. So I would that's one of the few gambles I would take.
Yeah, it's not like they ordered like a liver and farva beans or something back there. So, although some people may enjoy.
Well, now that all 3 mystery meats have been chosen, Hunter, can we know what those were?
All right, which was what? He's got to go back and find out again. I don't know what the Blind Moose was. So right now we are in the midst of the 2-hour set where takeout orders are 10% off. So, of course, we'd love you to come down here, sit down, and enjoy the atmosphere. I tell you what, one thing I do know, and again, I'm still sending brisket back up. One thing I do know is that if you come in here and sit down to eat, you're going to smell like smoked meat when you leave this place.
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Several years ago, Cena and I, we was in Florida, and we went to a barbecue restaurant, and it was raining that day. So the big smoker that they had, like, it was inside. Yeah, and they had a chimney. Well, the rain had caused the smoke to backdraft and come right through the restaurant. Oh, we smelled like heaven the rest of the afternoon.
Even when you weren't hungry, you became hungry again?
Yes.
So any takeout orders from now until 4 p.m. are 10% off. So if you're looking to save a little bit here today, good time to do it. Then from 4 to 5 p.m., if your families want to come in, although you guys came in just a little bit early, I should have told you, Joe, to wait until 4 o'clock because from 4 to 5, kids under 9 eat free.
Yeah, but we couldn't wait that long.
Yeah, we were all too hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't wait that long. I mean,
are you telling me Sadie didn't get brisket or pulled?
She know and yeah, she knows. Yeah, okay. I have raised her well. I have her, but she was in. I begged her. I was like, listen, you like this pulled pork. Yeah, but I want cheese sandwich. Oh, come on, child. I thought I raised you.
In for the cheese sandwich. In for the cheese sandwich today. We're still patiently waiting what Hunter comes back with on those 3 menu items that were the mystery menu items. They've done some fun things. I was talking with Darren earlier about how they do their specials and do. I said, is this a family thing? I said, is it all Taylor? Is it all you? Who comes up with these crazy ideas? And he said, well, as a family we do it. He said, but mostly it's Taylor.
Yeah.
She comes up with all these crazy fun ideas. I said, one great thing about both the Hungry Moose and Backwoods is you are going to have social media influence, because if you have any questions about anything happening at the Hungry Moose, I'm just going to tell you, go to their Facebook page.
Yeah.
They have everything. They update their menu items. They update their hours all the time.
Yes.
They update their specials. They post funny pictures and funny videos. It's great.
I'm waiting to see Taylor over here doing a video over here shoving back and forth over pulled pork or getting some kind of backyard brawl or something.
Yeah, looking forward to those videos.
She and Natalie get a little
they get a little wild
they
sometimes.
Get into it.
Yeah. Hey, kid, we were talking with the mayor, and I said, one thing you could be sure of is you already knew that the Cook family knows how to run a business, and they're passionate about what they do, and they bring love and excitement and joy into it. Because, again,
thank you, sir.
I looked at Darren, and I said, man, I was like, how do you guys just seem so joyful and happy? I was like, I run a business. I know how stressful it is. He's like, I don't know, man. We just enjoy it. We enjoy each other's company, the family, and they work hard, and they take pride in what they do, I guess, and it's just fun to do what they do, even if it is stressful.
Yes. Well, I mean, with any business, you and I both know that it can be stressful, but when you have a quality product like this, it makes sales a little easier.
Sure does.
Now, I just hot off the press here, sir. Hunter gave me the list. So the Saucy Gamble. It was mac and cheese topped with pulled pork and tangy sauce.
Oh gosh, see, that would be up my alley.
Now this one has my name written all over it. Smoke screen. It's a sampler of all sides and smoked meat, so it's just one big.
Wow, that'd have been a huge platter.
And then the last one.
You'd have needed to get that one 50% off.
Yeah,
to afford that one.
And the last one was the Blind Moose, which involved was a pulled pork sandwich topped with mac and cheese and French fries.
Whoa, mac and cheese and French fries. I would do that.
That sounds amazing.
I would do it. I got no problem with that.
So, Cena and Sadie are over there giving a thumbs up and the seal of approval.
Yeah, I pulled Joe away. I was like, Joe, are you eating? He's like, yeah, I'll get it here in a minute. I'm like, well, go ahead and at least order it now. He is about 2 feet from his meal, and he's staring it down, and we're smelling all these smoked meats.
Let me show the folks at home.
Yeah, I showed him the brisket. So yeah, show him this.
Yeah, if you're missing out on the pulled, if you're not a fan of brisket, which why wouldn't you?
Why?
Here is. I got a good shot here, sir.
Oh yeah, perfect.
The pulled pork.
Oh.
Now, and for the folks at home, we're going. Oh, it's just a pulled pork sandwich. There's no sauce.
There's a lot of sauces.
Yeah. So if you come in and eat. You get a choice of these 5 sauces.
Yeah, and I stole the mustard. It's down here. Sorry.
Well, my personal favorite is the grandma's recipe. That one is my go-to. We was here the other night eating, and the bottle that we had at our table, it was almost empty, which I can understand why.
Yeah.
Now, I can neither confirm nor deny that we might have swapped with another table. Make sure we had plenty of sauce.
Well, just in case you guys didn't know, Joe is my favorite Vanna White, showing off every item that we needed to show off there. Yeah, and I was going to ask people, like, if you've had the food here, and if you've had, obviously, the smoked meat in some form or fashion, surely you have tried some of the sauces. My favorite sauce, 100%, 1,000%. The first night I came in here, I asked what kind of sauces I should use with the pulled pork. And they suggested, I think, the tangy may have been the one. And then Pam was in here, and she said, well, Hunter likes the mustard sauce. And so I grabbed the mustard sauce. It was the last thing I tried. And, again, I'm a creature of habit. I've not gone back to anything else.
Well, I'm not very I'm not a very adequate or high society person when it comes to barbecue. So when first night we came in, I got the pulled pork, and I just pulled little pieces off the sandwich, and I was just tearing each bottle on each little sliver.
Not a bad idea.
I did everything but the mustard, and that's just – I personally am not a fan of mustard, but Pam and Hunter both told me, you need to try the mustard. It's not what you think.
Yeah, it's not. That's right. If you don't, it's more mustard for me.
And that's there you go.
More mustard for the mustard people.
It's kind of like the coconut shrimp. I'm not a fan of coconut at all, but I will eat coconut shrimp.
You'll hammer a coconut shrimp.
Yeah, all day long.
Well, we were asking people what their favorite item was. Obviously, brisket for me. Right now, pulled pork for Joe, or everything.
Yeah, I was going to say everything. I cannot pick a favorite.
Oh, you and Maddie Lambert both said that, too. So she said, I've had most of the items, and I like them all. Can't pick one. So it's good stuff. Again, we are down here at the Hungry Moose restaurant. Again, a newer restaurant, about a month or so they've been open. But they haven't had time, really, for a grand opening until today. They've got a lot of cool things going on down here. They've got specials going on. Right now, the special is from now until 4 p.m., 10% off any takeout order. So if you call in 519-2076, that's 519-2076, and order, come in and pick it up for takeout. Or if you want to swing by and order and wait for takeout, 10% off on all of those. And again, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. this evening, it is kids under 9 eat for free. So an opportunity to save some money on the grand opening here today. They're open until 7 p.m., folks. Do not forget to come down here to the Hungry Moose. We have made it very quickly, 2 hours. I don't know how this happens. I just feel like I set up and made Hunter crawl behind the big case to plug me in.
Well, you're an old pro at it, sir.
You should have seen him trying to find power for me over here.
Well, Hunter's a worker, so I'm not surprised. And for those of you folks that you always have these naysayers where there's nothing good to do in Spencer's, nothing fun to do. How dare you? Because there are so many options to do in Spencer. Because you always hear, oh, we need a nice sit-down restaurant. We need a nice sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Drew, you and I, we both lived here all our lives, and there was a time where we was kind of short on those.
It's true.
Now we have a nice variety, and the Hungry Moose is one of them.
Yeah. There are many places you could come to sit down and have a quality meal in Spencer. We are fortunate to have the magnitude and the variety that we have here. Two of them are owned by the cooks.
Yes, yeah, there is, because there are some areas very close to us that would almost sell you the deed to the town to have one of these options.
Yep.
And for us to have an establishment like this, and it's right in downtown, plenty of parking. Parking's not an issue.
No.
And if you can't find it, you just need just follow the smell. and it's nice, quiet, and if you look at the front and you come through the front door, it looks like there's two tables here, but the whole building wraps around.
Yep.
There is plenty of seating around inside if you want to come in and sit down and eat. Or if you want to take, or if you want to be like me and are a sloppy eater, you have to go options.
Yeah, sometimes when you're talking about this kind of barbecue and stuff like that, it can get a little messy.
Yes.
You just got to be big and bold and not worry about what people say when they see all the meat and all the sauces all over the face. It's no big deal. You got to deal with that stuff. One thing that we're very excited about, of course, the mayor was talking about, and I've spoken with Hunter before, there is the grass lot right beside this building that's, they are looking to possibly expand upon. Now, we're not going to go giving away anything just yet, but there are opportunities for things coming, and I think about, smoked meats and barbecue joints and things like that. That elicits in me summertime cookouts, things like that.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of winter, and it's pretty cold right now. Actually, today's pretty decent, but we hope that people are able to come down here and really start to support this place now So when it comes summertime, holy cow, it's going to get wild.
Yeah. Go ahead and get your meat fix going now, your meat addiction. And when it comes summertime comes around, it's hard to tell what these fine folks are going to have up their sleeve, because with all these cool, innovative things that they're doing right now, once the weather breaks and it's pretty outside, it's hard to tell. We might drive by and see Hunter with a whole hog out there. You never know.
Now that would be fun if I were able to see something like that. One more time, folks. Again, it's crazy. The 2 hours have come and gone so quickly here. I'm glad I had a chance to come down here, number one, because I was going to eat. So it's just easy for me to set up here.
This was just a good excuse. I mean,
it was a perfect excuse to sit down and eat here. So, again, it is a grand opening special today. They're open until 7 p.m. Again, takeout orders 10% off until 4 p.m. Kids under 9 eat free from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. If you want to know the menu, folks, I've already gone through it a bunch of times. One thing I would invite you all to do is go to Facebook and find the Hungry Moose restaurant in Spencer, West Virginia. They are very active. If you have any questions, because I've had a few questions, and every one of the questions I've had to go to the Facebook page for them to answer it.
Right.
Their hours are on there. Their menu is on there. Their specials are on there. The things they are doing daily or weekly. Anything that you need to know or you would think about, they have it on their Facebook page. On top of that, they have fun videos and some funny pictures as well. They're very lighthearted, and they have a good time running a business. That's why this is such a good business, and that's why this is going to be a successful place.
Yes. The Hungry Moose, as well as Backwood Ramblings, they are one of the businesses that I love because they keep their social media pages up to date and accurate and active. I tell people all the time that's one of my biggest gripes with a lot of businesses is they don't keep their social media pages up, and then people go, well, I don't know if this, that, or the other. Well, you can't say that with the Hungry Moose or Backwood Ramblings. They keep their pages fully active and up to date, and you're always aware of what excellent cuisine is coming out and available that day.
Again, folks, it is the Hungry Moose restaurant. They're open until 7 today. They are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays, 11 o'clock to 7 p.m., and they're open on Saturdays, noon to 7 p.m. Joe McDonald, thanks for coming in and spelling me a little bit. You know I'm running on E. I'm running on empty today, and I got one more of these bad boys to do.
Oh, buddy, you know I've always got your back.
I want to thank, of course, Mayor Williams for inviting us down here. I want to thank Pam and Hunter for inviting me, and Darren for coming on and talking a little bit. I know it's not always comfortable for people to get on the air and on video with me. Of course, Hunter will never, ever get on the video with me. I don't know how. I'm going to have to talk him into it somehow.
Well, Cena has him distracted right now. All we have to do is just pan the camera around. I mean, it's real easy.
Oh, I had him when he wasn't paying attention when I was talking to the mayor. But at some point, I'm gonna get a microphone in front of him, and we're gonna get that done as well.
Hey, we see some more hungry people coming. That's what we like.
That's what I like seeing. The Hungry Moose is ready to feed.
Have you noticed, Drew? They look hungry coming in, but they are all smiles when they go out.
That is exactly right. I have a weird smile on my face right now. It's like not quite meat sweats, but it's just like meat heaven, I guess.
Yes,
would be
meat
where
heaven.
I'm at right now. I'm in brisket heaven in my mind after devouring that meal. So anyways, folks, thank you all for joining us throughout today. Make sure you follow the Hungry Moose Cafe, or I don't know why I keep calling it cafe.
It's a restaurant.
The Hungry Moose Restaurant in Spencer, West Virginia. Follow their Facebook page for any information that you need. If you haven't been here yet, you're missing out. Make sure you come down and enjoy another wonderful local restaurant in Spencer, West Virginia. For all of us here at WVRC, this is Andrew Miller signing off one more time.